Alright, y'all, we back with another one. Let's go ahead and talk business. We got Gojo versus Shigaraki. Now, I know this one drove people a little crazy. They were either confused or just didn't understand if Shigaraki and Gojo can't even fight each other or if it's a good fight. I'm gonna prove to you why this is actually completely one-sided. Give me a second. So many of you already know everything that Gojo can do because Gojo is just simply more popular than Shigaraki, but a lot of you don't know what Shigaraki can truly do. I'm not gonna go over all of his quirks, but I'm gonna go through the ones that really carry him through this battle, and I'm gonna show you why he actually know this boy Gojo. Give me a second. So for the first quirk, I just want to go over is a quirk called Search. I know y'all see that right there. That man Shigaraki is capable of seeing everybody's location and everybody's weakness within a specific radius, but it only works for up to 100 people. But it doesn't matter. Now he can also see people's DNA as well. Now when it comes to the DNA part, let me cook. Jujutsu sorcerers. Jujutsu sorcerers have a curse technique. Their curse techniques are stored in the prefrontal cortex of their brain. That means it is ingrained in their DNA. Your boy Shigaraki would be able to see Gojo's curse technique and understand everything that it does the same way that Gojo can use the six eyes and understand anybody's curse technique. I'm just saying. Giving even further credence to that point, as you can see, Star and Stripes right here, she realizes that Shigaraki already knows everything about her quirk just from looking at her. All right, just saying, bro. Now let's talk about Shigaraki super regeneration. Super regeneration is literally just a fucking healing factor, but it works very rapidly. Right here, Shigaraki is being attacked by multiple light beams. Okay, multiple. All right, just saying. Now give me a second because this goes with another quirk. He uses the quirk called Reflect. This quirk allows him to copy any attack that is used on him, but it has to touch him, just to be clear. This attack has to touch him, but he can copy it and dish it back out. Now, he uses this in conjunction with another quirk called Scatter. Scatter allows him to change the trajectory and split up any attack that goes to its target. And not only does it make it faster, it also makes it stronger. Now, let's just say he uses another quirk called Heavy Payload. Right here, as you can see, he's using his radio waves quirk. I'm not going to go over that because that doesn't really do much to Gojo, and neither does air cannon. But heavy payload. Heavy payload is a quirk that allows him to increase the damage of any quirk that he uses. Okay, so he can use this with his reflection quirk. He can use this with radio waves. He can use it with air cannon. I'm just saying. Give me a second, bro. This right here is what it looks like when he used all three of those quirks in conjunction. Come on, bro. Now, back to his super regeneration. When he fights Star and Stripes, she makes it abundantly clear that the only way to kill Shigaraki would be to completely atomize him and turn that boy into hot Cheeto dust. As you can see right here, he is being turned into hot Cheeto dust, but what's he doing at the same time? He's talking and healing, bro. He is good. But right at the end, she hits him with this attack right here. Now, this is a hypersonic intercontinental cruise attack. Now, I'm going to just be real, bro. This is just the ocean level attack. And to make it even more clear, give me a second. Your boy Endeavor is seeing this from all the way across the world. From all the way across the world, you can see it. Come on, bro. Look at that. He's just looking out a window. Yep, not playing. Now, after he's supposed to be atomized, I know you see that boy healing. He's perfectly fine. Kinda. Now, let's talk about your boy Gojo real quick. Because Gojo seems to have an attack that everybody believes can just atomize Shigaraki if it touches him. So let's talk about Hollow Purple. As you can see right here, Hollow Purple is an attack that mixes Gojo's red and blue techniques to form an attack with imaginary mass. Imaginary. Now, just to make it clear, when you read the manga, you actually never see this attack because the mask is imaginary. You only see it in the anime so you can get a bit of imagery so you know what it would look like on screen. But in reality, you actually never see this attack in the manga. You can look at it yourself, bro. It's cool. Now, this right here is Gojo after the 1 year time skip when he turned that deadbeat dad into a pack, okay? Now, Gojo is capable of using his infinity to not only judge the power and speed of curse technique attacks, he can also judge the mass, the speed, and the shape, as you can see right there. Now, what did I just say about Hollow Purple? It has imaginary mass. Doesn't exist for real, bro. Giving either further credence to that, you see your boy Sukuna. Sukuna is about to get hit by a Hollow Purple, but what do you see on that screen? Nothing but black. Nothing. You do not see a Hollow Purple. Now let's talk about Sukuna tanking these Hollow Purples because that boy is nasty. This right here is Sukuna getting hit by the first Hollow Purple. This is a 120% Hollow Purple. Now, answer me this. Did he get atomized? Did he die? Absolutely not. It looks like he took off Sukuna's black robe, but at the end of the day, it looks like he just got his hands burnt off and he good. Just stay the fuck away from that stove, boy. Right here, this is Sukuna getting hit by the second Hollow Purple. The second hollow purple comes off as an explosion, and Sukuna gets completely caught up in it. Did he die? Oh, absolutely not. He's fine. He's fine. Kinda. And then for the one time, Sukuna gets hit by one more hollow purple. Now, granted, you can say that this isn't from Gojo. Sukuna even states it himself that this isn't a Gojo level hollow purple, but check this out. Yeah, he good, bro. He good. Now let's jump back to Shigaraki, as it is explained that his quirk mutation will give his body a form that is suited for any type of situation. In this situation, his quirks were turned off, so that means that he had no choice but to create a form where he could defend himself against anything. And this is the form that he took. That right there. See? Into a new ideal form. That boy needed this form for that particular moment so he could defend himself. That's why he has all of those hands on his chest. If Gojo were to hit him with a hollow purple, we have enough evidence to prove that he would just either tank it or it would do a little bit of damage, but his super regeneration will heal it. Now, let's be realistic for a second. Because of this quirk that I went over first, you have to understand that he already knows everything about Gojo's curse technique and everything that he can do, including the hollow purple. If he used the reflect skill along with heavy payload to increase the damage, there's absolutely no reason why Gojo would be able to tank this attack or Infinity would work on it. You want to know why? Because when Gojo blew up his hollow purple, the imaginary mass bypassed his Infinity and he got hit by it too. Not only did Sukuna, Gojo got hit by his own attack, but because it's made from his own cursed energy, it didn't do that much damage and he was able to use RCT and heal. Now, this is another huge misconception about your boy Gojo and his domain expansion, Infinite Void, Unlimited Void, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It sent non-sorcerers to the hospital for 2 months who suffered brain damage because they couldn't take it. Now, let's talk about this infinite information. The infinite information isn't actually infinite information. You just keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again until it makes you feel like it's actually infinite. It's not infinite information. It's just the same thing that gives your body that feeling. Okay. Now, due to the overstimulation, yeah, that actually damages your brain. Give me a second. This is from science.com, bro. Give me a second to cook. Science.com says that overstimulation can wreck neurons in your brain, causing brain damage. You know what kind of damage that boy Shigaraki can use super regeneration on? Brain damage. Now, this is right here. This is Mahito remembering that when your boy Gojo did Infinite Void on Jogo, he wasn't able to use Infinity afterwards, and that's why he wasn't able to judge the danger of Hanami's little illusion attack, or whatever you want to call it, because his Infinity was off. After you use a domain expansion, your curse technique gets burnt out. This happened to Gojo right here in this very moment. Right here, just to make it bigger for you guys. Gojo had to dodge this because his Infinity was not active. Therefore, he could not judge the cursed energy. He couldn't judge the output, the mass, the speed, because it was turned off. He had no choice but to dodge. Now back to your boy domain expansion. I just like looking at this dumbass shit because Jogo looked funny as fuck. But nevertheless, non-sorcerers were also hit with Infinite Void. Okay. Now just to be clear, okay, every single human in Jujutsu Kaisen has cursed energy. They're called non-sorcerers, but they still have cursed energy. They just can't utilize it like Jujutsu sorcerers, okay? Therefore, just like Maki and Naoya's domain expansion, he would not be registered, meaning that Infinite Void would just go off and Gojo would burn out his curse technique for absolutely no reason. But keep it a stack, bro. Let me know who y'all think would win this fight because I think that I definitely gave Shigaraki enough win cons. I don't see Gojo winning this battle at all, bro. It just doesn't look good for him. So yeah, I definitely got your boy Shigaraki winning this one. I mean, in my opinion, it's just really not close. You can take it either way that I just gave it. Either Gojo uses Infinite Void and Shigaraki doesn't get registered. Even if he does get registered, you could argue that he can use Reflection and do the brain damage back to Gojo, forcing him to use RCT and kill himself. Or on the other hand, he uses Hollow Purple and it gets reflected along with heavy payload. And due to the increased damage and imaginary mass, it bypasses Infinity and Gojo gets cooked the fuck up.